Hello students, in continuation I am going to explain in this video two reactions, dehydration and combustion. So first of all I am going to explain the reaction dehydration. Dehydration, it means removal of water molecule from any compound. Since this is about the hydrocarbon, so there is removal of one water molecule from any hydrocarbon. In your syllabus, the given compound is alcohol, and it is very common reaction and frequently asked in your board examination. How we can convert alcohol into alkene? How we can convert alcohol into alkene, or how we can convert any given alcohol into unsaturated hydrocarbon. These two type of reactions can be asked in your board examination. So, alcohol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 170 degrees Celsius or 443 Kelvin release one water molecule and converted into alkene. As for example, if ethanol is given, since here is 2 carbon atom, for 2 carbon atom it is eth and single bond it is ne, and for OH it is ol. So it is ethanol. In the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, actually here the sulfuric acid is a very good dehydrating agent. Sulfuric acid is dehydrating agent. Question can be framed from any point of this reaction. As for example, how we can convert the given alcohol, as for example ethanol, into ethene, the given alcohol into its respective unsaturated hydrocarbon. So the answer will be dehydration. Number 2 question is, what is the dehydrating agent during the dehydration of alcohol? The answer will be concentrated sulfuric acid. The third question is, at what temperature dehydration of alcohol takes place? The answer will be 170 degrees Celsius or 443 Kelvin, whatever it is given in MCQs and so on in the questions. Okay, so what we have to do? Dehydration. It means what? You have to eliminate one water molecule. One water molecule, it means 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So we have to eliminate one hydroxyl group from the alcohol and one hydrogen from to its neighbor carbon. Not from here, okay? From its neighbor carbon. So one water molecule H2O is eliminated, and this. How many carbon form a bond? It is 4. In here we can see this carbon form 1, 2, 3 bond, and this carbon also form 1, 2, 3 bond. So to satisfy itself, it creates double bond between them and converted into alkene with the elimination of one water molecule. Since it is ethanol, so it is ethene. This is how you can convert the ethanol into ethene. Actually, in your syllabus, it is given only the conversion of ethanol to ethene. But for clearing your concept, I am going to explain this one also. So it is 1, 2, 3 carbons. So it is propanol. When we are going to dehydrate it, what we have to do? We have to eliminate hydroxyl group and one hydrogen from its neighboring carbon. So we can eliminate one hydrogen from here or here, either whatever you want. So just I am going to eliminate one hydrogen from here, from this carbon. I am going to eliminate hydrogen. How it is converted into propane? CH3 CH double bond CH2, and this is propene with the elimination of one water molecule. This is dehydration. So this reaction is very, very important and it is in your syllabus. So if the question is asked, you write this equation, because this equation is given in your NCERT and we have to follow NCERT during the board examination. This equation I am giving only to explain that how you have to eliminate hydrogen, because from alcohol we have to eliminate one hydroxyl group, but from where we have to eliminate hydrogen? It is next to or before carbon atom. So this is all about dehydration. Once again I am repeating, each and every point of this reaction is very, very important. What is the dehydrating agent here? What is the temperature should be maintained for this reaction? And how we can convert ethanol into ethene, or how we can convert alcohol into alkene. Is that clear? The second reaction or the second chemical reaction is combustion. The question is framed in the form of MCQ, or in the 10 questions it can be asked in your board examination. Combustion is the process where any hydrocarbon or any compound react with oxygen to give light and heat. We know it, okay? So saturated hydrocarbon, since saturated hydrocarbon with respect to unsaturated hydrocarbon have less amount of carbon, so it burn completely, and when anything burn completely, it burn with a blue flame. So when sufficient amount of oxygen is given to the saturated hydrocarbon, it burn with blue flame, but when sufficient amount of oxygen given to unsaturated hydrocarbon, it burn with yellow and sooty flame. So this is how we can differentiate the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon. In last video I have explained these reactions during the test of saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons, so we can use these also. But once again, just I want to tell you, bromine water test is the number 1 test during the differentiation. So saturated hydrocarbon burned with blue flame in the sufficient oxygen, but unsaturated hydrocarbon burned with yellow and sooty flame in sufficient oxygen. But when insufficient oxygen is present or provided during the combustion, saturated hydrocarbon also burn with yellow and sooty flame. So whenever it is given in the question that the hydrocarbon is saturated, but the amount of oxygen is insufficient, what is the color of the flame? If insufficient amount oxygen is present, then the saturated hydrocarbon also burn with yellow and sooty flame. But when sufficient oxygen is present, sufficient it means we can say more than sufficient or 100% pure oxygen, more than sufficient amount of oxygen is present during the combustion of unsaturated hydrocarbon, then it will become a very good source of energy and it burn with blue and sooty flame. So you have to learn this. Once again I am repeating. Saturated hydrocarbon burn in sufficient amount of oxygen with blue flame. In insufficient amount of oxygen it burn with yellow and sooty flame. Saturated hydrocarbon in normal condition in the sufficient oxygen burn with yellow and sooty flame. But when 100% pure oxygen is present in more than sufficient amount, if it is instant, it is such unsaturated hydrocarbon but it burn with blue and sooty flame. As for example, oxyacetylene. Acetylene is unsaturated hydrocarbon, but when it is mixed with pure oxygen or 100% pure oxygen, then it burn with blue flame, gives sufficient amount of heat and light and thus used in welding. Okay? And any type of hydrocarbon, if it is given in your exam, any type of hydrocarbon, if they give, either it is saturated or it is unsaturated, generally saturated hydrocarbon is going to give in the examination, like methane. What happened when methane react with oxygen? Simply the same product is released carbon dioxide, water and heat and light. Heat plus light. This is the common reaction and you have to balance it. So I am going to give you one or two equations. Okay? So you leave your answer with the question which I am going to give you in comment box. Okay? You have to write, you have to complete the equation. After balancing the equation, okay? If CH3CH3, what is it? It is ethane. What happened when ethane burned in the presence of oxygen? The question number 2 is what happened when, what is this? This is propane. Propane react with oxygen, or what happened when there is combustion of ethane and propane takes place. What is your duty? What is your homework? You have to complete this equation after balancing it and you have to give the answer in the comment box. Okay? Thank you.